showtime. Woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. Silent and profiling. It's live and it's coming.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report on the Buffalo Fan Base Network. I'm your host, Tommy, to the highest degree, to the T.O.P. from the 313. And by my side is my main man, my Toucan Sam, the one they call the Apex Man, Mr. Mikey. But Mr. Mikey's not here today. He is on a business trip. I am riding what they call solo. However, I am doing a recording today, not live, because I am going to go to the Detroit Pistons game. I have floor seats. And yes, the Detroit Pistons are a terrible basketball team, but that's another story. That is another story. We are here to talk about our 6-2 Buffalo Bills. You heard it, 6-2. So, what does that start my conversation off with is this is not a panic mode type of thing. This is not me hitting the panic button on this Buffalo Bills team who are 6-2, who are still number one in the AFC East, number one in the AFC in total. If the playoffs started today, would be the number one team going into the playoffs. So, you guys, dial back a little bit on the pressing the panic button. However, like the title says, this is a wake-up call for the players, for the coaches. It's time to wake the fuck up, okay? And I hate to use that F word. I apologize because I've been trying to dial down on the cursing and the F-bombs and all that, and I really have done a really good job of that. But that one deserved it. That one deserved the F-bomb there because, yeah, it is time, guys. This is the second season that we have come out of a bye week, and we have looked terrible. And, yes, I get it. McDermott, what? He's 6-0 now, something like that, 5-0, 6-0 after bye weeks since becoming Bills head coach. Great. Golf clap, golf clap, golf clap. However, the teams look terrible coming out of the bye week. So I that doesn't deserve that doesn't deserve that kind of clap, right? Deserves this little golf clap. Still look bad. Still don't look right coming out of bye weeks. Why? Why is that? I don't get it. Don't understand it. We look flat on both sides of the ball. No energy, nothing. What are these players? Listen, I get it. It's your bye week. You got to recover, get your body, get your body right. And I'm all for it. But what the hell's going on? Like these players come back and they're just like, they're eating Nutty Buddies, pizzas. What are they doing? They're just not, are they mentally not there? Physically not there, ready to play when after the bye? I don't know. I don't get it. But it has to change. Can't do this. You can't do this. Listen. This past Sunday, this Jets game, this is a winnable game. We are a better team. I am sorry. Listen, if you're a Jets fan, you're watching my recording right now, and you're gonna hate on my you're gonna send me some comments. I'm sure. That's fine, but I'll stick to what I say. We are the better team, and you could troll me all you want. And listen, by the way, for any of the Jets fans that came into my chat last night, my live post game, most of you guys were pretty cool, no doubt. There was a few idiots, and I'm sure Bills Mafia. There's some idiots in our fan base too that go to other podcasts and troll, talk shit. It's all good. But I personally don't do that. Okay. And that's not what I do. You're not, you come on my channel, you talk that junk. I'm going to kick you out of the chat. But if you're coming on just like, hey, good game, man, but we were the better team, whatever you want to say, that's cool. I'm all good for that. I'm good with that. I have no problem with that. Me personally, though, I don't do that. It's not my thing. I don't really care what other fan bases are talking about their team. Could give two shits. Care about my team, right? And what you get from me is honesty, right? I didn't come on with excuses like maybe some other people do. I don't know. I came on with facts and why we lost the game. Even if we won the game, I would come up with facts and say, man, I did not like the way we played. I would give you the reasons why. Those aren't excuses. These are just facts I'm throwing out there, right? I didn't say, oh, we're missing these guys, and if we had them, we kicked their ass. Like, no, bro, that's an excuse, right? I'm just giving a reason why we lost the game, why I felt we lost the game, right? And listen, if the Jets, I'm sure, are happy, but last week, right, y'all got your ass whooped against New England, who just got their ass whooped the week before against a sorry-ass Chicago team. So you can't come on here on my chat and troll, talk trash, when you guys just got whooped up by the Patriots, who just got whooped up by the Bears. It's how the NFL works, man. There's games like that. Bad teams sometimes beat good teams. And I'm not saying you guys are bad. I'm not saying the Jets are a bad team. But the Jets aren't as good as the Bills. That's just the facts, man. I'm sorry. And we'll see you guys again. But the truth of the matter is y'all played scrappy and we played like shit. And the results are the results. You guys got the dub and we went home pissed off. I'm sure of it. Ain't nobody happy on that plane ride home or the bus ride home. Ain't no one happy, bro. Coaching staff, players, right? And I'm not that kind of fan. And other people are saying, oh, they don't want to see Buffalo Bills podcast people mad or angry or throwing shit. Ain't my style, bro. Ain't my style. Ain't my style. I'm just going to say what I like, what I didn't like. You know what I mean? Upset, sure. But it ain't the end of the world, bro. They act like, listen, we're 8 games in. We played 8 games. We're 6-2, man. You know how many NFL teams wish they had a record of 6-2? So stop. Stop with that, man. Stop. Look at the big picture. There's a lot of games left. Y'all got to back that shit right the fuck up. Oh, I said it again. I cursed again. I apologize. I'm just saying, man, like, honestly, the troll fan shit, I hate it, man. I don't mind if y'all coming in my chat, if y'all coming in my comments. You know, I've had some pretty cool, listen, I've actually had people subscribe to my channel that were Bengals fans, Browns fans, Colts fans, whatever. They were cool people, man. We had a little cool debate back and forth. That's all good. I can do that. But if you're just talking trash or talk trash, then get the hell out. Get off my channel. I'll just delete you. I'll boot you. Whatever I got to do. I'll delete your comment because you don't know football. Then you don't know football. But anyways, moving on. Bills got a wake up call, man. They lost 2017. I wish I had some good to say out of this game because usually there's some good that comes out of a loss, right? Like last year, the Tampa loss. I came on here and I said, listen, I saw a lot of good in that game, right? I saw a lot of things that we could do moving forward, right, in our offense, right, that was struggling at the time. And I think the players saw that too in a loss, and they sure did. We winded up winning 5 in a row, right? You saw that. But I didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing against the Jets. I swear to you guys. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was a player that shined. I didn't see it. I didn't see it on the coaching staff. I didn't see it on the players. I saw nothing. Nothing on special teams. Nothing with the kicker. I mean, which is special teams. Nothing. Okay, Stephon Diggs had a good first half, and I guess if I'm going to I'll give him a half of what I liked. I guess Stephon Diggs the first half. Okay, cool. I don't, other than that, I mean, nothing. I got nothing for you. What I didn't like, a ton, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But let's start with the injuries because the injury bug is continuing to add up to this Buffalo Bills 2022 season. Continue. It just doesn't stop. Doesn't stop, right? We're on this roll of can't stay healthy, right? Get a guy back, another guy gets hurt. Get 2 back, 1 gets hurt. Get 3 back, 2 guys get hurt. We can't. I don't. This is a weird season for injuries, man. I got to be honest with you. Weird season, right? So we all know Matt Milano didn't play. We all know Jordan Poyer didn't play. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, those guys were missed big time. Those guys impact the game more than you think. More than you think. It showed. It definitely showed. You know, the guy that filled in for Milano, the rookie there, he's it's not his time yet, man. It's far from his time, and I don't know if he'll ever fill that role. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank on his name, but I think that goes to show you right there how important Matt Milano is. He did nothing in that game. I wish that I could pull his stats up to see, but I'm telling you guys, he did absolutely nothing in that game. Speaking of stats, I'll pull them up now. Let's see. I'm very curious how many tackles he even had, because I did not see him on the field making any kind of any. Terrell Bernard. Okay, he had 2 solo tackles. I mean, yeah. That's not good. 7 total. I mean, just not a good game for him. He is not a Matt Milano. But anyways, back to injury. So in-game injuries, Gregory Rousseau, of course, right? One of our better players. I believe he had 5 sacks on the season going into that game. Ankle sprain, week to week. Week to week's never good, guys. Week to week. He's probably going to be out 2 to 3 weeks. You guys remember Ed Oliver? Same thing. Ankle sprain, high ankle sprain. Didn't see him for a while, right? How long was he out? 3-4 weeks? Don't expect Gregory Rousseau to come back anytime soon. I'm going to be honest with you. At least 3 weeks minimum. I'd be shocked if he comes back in 2 weeks, honestly. I don't know the severity of the ankle sprain, but usually high ankle sprains are not good. Not good. That's 2 weeks minimum usually. So you might maybe see him back week 3. I mean, the 3rd game from now. I have no idea. Josh Allen hurt his elbow. And the last drive of the game where he fumbled it. They call it a UCL injury. He's had it before. So when he went to go throw back, player caught his arm, bent his arm backwards, his elbow. I don't think it's anything to be too concerned about, but we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that, because I'm going to tell you right now, Case Keenum is every time he's come on to the field, he's looked awful. And I do not want to see Case Keenum in any kind of action except for late in the 4th quarter and some garbage time. Because if we need Case Keenum to start a few games, we are in some trouble. I'm going to tell you right now, because we have no running game and it won't need it, because Case Keenum is not throwing good at all. Have you seen him throw? Have you seen it? It's terrible. And if we had some kind of running game, I would say, okay, we can rely on the run a little bit, right? If it's only a week or 2, right? And let our defense kind of just control the game. Hopefully low scoring game, but we win, right? Control. That's not what we are. Can't run. So let's just hope for the best. Let's hope Josh Allen, this elbow injury thing is just let's just hope he's all right. Honestly, he's a tough kid, but he's a human. Right? He's get hurt. He get hurt just like the rest of us. So let's just pray. Honestly, guys, that's not good. That's not what you want to see, or hear about. Okay, let's get to some problems. There's a lot. There's a lot to talk about. And let's get to the main problem. Offensive line. The offensive line that we keep trying to patch up season after season. Same bullshit. Every season. Since I love Brandon Bean, and I've absolutely loved Sean. I love the whole coaching staff. Absolutely love it. I love that they, they brought us some better coaching staff, offensive lineman, Cromer. I love that they brought him in, right? One of the top offensive line coaches in the NFL, but even one of the top offensive line coaches in the NFL, and Cromer can't fix the problem. And what is the problem? It's the personnel. I hate to say it. Listen, I was happy we got Saffold, but there's a reason why we gave him a 1-year contract, guys. He's aging. He's a vet. And I'm not saying he's terrible, but he is not what he was in Tennessee. Let's just be real. We are not getting the Pro Bowl Saffold. He's not having a good season. I'm not saying he's having a terrible season. It ain't good either. Dion Dawkins, he's still our best offensive lineman, him and Morse, but even he has issues at times, especially with penalties. Killer penalties. It seems like Dion Dawkins is always involved with a holding call on a crucial play, right? Late in that game, we need to go down. We need to score. We need a field goal or a touchdown to win the game against the Jets. Josh Allen makes a beautiful throw. Stephon Diggs makes a beautiful catch, and it gets called back because of holding by Dion Dawkins. And the rest is history. And that's usually what happens on penalties. They're drive killers. Killed the drive. Killed the drive, killed the momentum, killed everything about that. And come on, Dion. You're better than that, bro. You've been in the league a while now. You ain't a rook, man. Can't make those mistakes, bro. Can't do it. So Mitch Morse, he is who he is. He's an aging center, but I still feel like he's playing at a decent level. I would say he's good, borderline at this point. Honestly, I'm being real. Got Ryan Bates, right guard. New to the position because he's first year starting. Let's be honest. He normally was a guy that came in as a rotational player. If a player went down, he'd fill in at any position. Awesome to have. But is he a true right guard? Is he the answer? I'm going to say no. I love him. I love the fact that he can fill in any position when needed. Like, those are hard to find, those kind of players. And I would still love him on the team because of that. And that's why I believe we gave him the contract. Who knows? He could be our future center. I have no idea. But right now, at guard, he's just not doing it. He's not doing it. He's not playing awful. But once again, he's not playing good. He's playing average at best. Right tackle, Spencer Brown, who I thought would have a better second season because I thought he was up and down last season, but you could see the potential. But once again, can't stay healthy, just like last season, just like the start of this season. Then he gets hurt again. Then we got Quessenberry filling in. Fine. He's all right. He's a veteran, once again, from Tennessee. But he's okay. He's okay. This offensive line is average, guys, at best. I'm being nice about it. In total, in run blocking, they're bad. I would say one of the worst in the NFL in run blocking. I'm being honest with you. One of the worst. And y'all keep talking about we need a running back. We need a running back. You know, it's not the running back issue. This is an offensive line problem. They get bullied at the line. Defensive lines totally bully them. They're in the backfield every single play. They have, listen, I've seen it. James Cook, Devin Singletary, Zach Moss, you name it. They're not going anywhere when you got three guys in the backfield off the snap. It's not happening. You listen, and then I even thought, get to the outside. Even now, our lineman's not even blocking to the outside. Can't even get an outside run going. I don't know what to tell you guys. I honestly, I don't. Do we just keep trying to run it and hopefully the offensive line gets better in time and start blocking better during the game. I don't know. I don't know. I listen. What I do know is this. This season, with this offensive line, this is what we got. There is no changing it. There is no more trades. The trade deadline is over. And usually offensive linemen don't get traded anyways, at least the good ones. So that wasn't going to happen anyways. There's no free agents out there that's going to save us. We have Bobby Hart coming in. Bobby Hart, guys. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know. There is no fixing this offensive line. They just got to try to play better than what they've been doing, which is below average. Give me average, guys. Give me average. Right now, and I said before, maybe average. Maybe. I don't know. Now I'm thinking below average. Slightly below average. I just need average. Give me average. Come on. But the run blocking is bad. It's terrible. And guess what? The pass blocking isn't very good either. They are struggling now. Josh Allen is under pressure more than I've seen in the past. Even more than last season. At least last season, they kept him clean for the most part. Right? He had time back there. This season, when teams bring it, our offensive line is just getting bullied. They are getting bullied. Josh Allen is under pressure. I hate seeing it. And thank God Josh Allen is mobile. Thank God he feels the pressure. He's been in the league a little bit now. He knows when to get out of the pocket. Because if we had a pocket passer, forget about it. I don't know what to tell you there. We'd be screwed. But Allen knows how to, get out of harm's way. But it doesn't always work that way. You saw in the Jets game, he got caught up a couple times trying to get out of harm's way. Sometimes those guys get you. And it's a 15-yard loss, 10-yard loss, a fumble. End of the game. Guys in the backfield. Hitting his arm. Fumble. Game over. Game over. Right? Offensive line, got to pass block better, man. And if you can't do it, Ken Dorsey needs to figure things out, which I'm going to get to in a minute. Let's get to the red zone. Been a problem. An ongoing problem. Really since last season. Can't figure it out. Turnover. Now we're turning the ball over in the red zone. Before, just couldn't get touchdowns. We go settle for field goals. Now, we can't even get points. We're giving the ball away. Last week versus Green Bay, fumble. Isaiah McKenzie, not paying attention. Ball hit him straight in the face. Gave the beautiful drive. And we fumble at the 5. Why? What's going on there? Can't have that happen. Lost points. 3 minimum, right? Not only lost points, but the momentum swing on something like that is huge, right? Then we come into this game, drive, beautiful start off game, beautiful pass, Stephon Diggs, get down to the red zone. Josh Allen throws a awful pass right to the Jets corner, right to him. Could have basically handed him the ball. That was I don't know what he was doing there. It was terrible. That was an awful, awful pass by Josh Allen. And if it's miscommunication, like I said yesterday, on these interceptions thrown by Josh Allen, then something's really wrong. Because Dawson Knox has been on this team with Josh Allen since 2019. Right? Then he had a miscommunication later in the game when he threw the interception to Sauce Gardner. I believe that was that Stephon or was that Gabe? I forget. Either way, both guys have been playing with Allen for many seasons now. How are you miscommunicating? Where is the miscommunication? If that was it, or was it just a bad throw? I don't know. But either way, you can't have that happen. because we just got the ball back. We just had a big turnover. Jets were driving, right? Bills up 14-10. Jets driving. They're in the red zone. We get a huge turnover, fumble, get the ball back, and we turn the ball right over. And then they go and score a touchdown. Yeah, man. Yep. Just like that. That's how game swings on turnovers. Can't have it happen. Momentum swings. Turnovers. Unacceptable. Terrible passes. Listen, I love Josh Allen. And I'm not dogging Josh Allen. I'm just saying the last 2 weeks, the last 2 games, I don't understand what he's seeing out there because he's making some terrible decisions. And I'm sure that he knows this because Allen is his toughest critic. And I'm sure Allen and the rest of the team is going to watch this replay. They're going to watch the film, whatever you want to call it, and they're going to correct things. And I'm hoping for that. And I'm sure of it because Allen has done that his whole life, right? Allen has fixed things, his mechanics, right? He's just gotten smarter and smarter as his career has gone on, right? He's corrected his flaws. Well, whatever the hell's going on now, he has to correct and he has to fix, and so does the coaching staff. Unacceptable. Penalties, like I said earlier, unacceptable. And we didn't have many in this game. However, we had one huge one at the end of the game by Deion Dawkins. Unacceptable, man. A drive killer. Beautiful pass. Like I said, what was that? 35, 40. I mean, it was a lot. We're already midfield. All the way back. We lose 10 yards. Then Josh Allen gets fumbled. All right. Sack fumble. Game's over. Game over at that point. Right? Game over at that point. Got to fix that. Got to correct that. I don't understand what it is after these bye weeks. Like I said, once again, if you guys remember last year, I'll bring it up again. Played the Dolphins coming off the bye. We won. But I remember watching that game going, what the hell are we doing? What is this? What am I watching? This is not the Buffalo Bills. This is not what we've done right up to that point. What is this? And I felt that way against Green Bay last week. I kind of felt like the first half was all right. You know, I still thought something wasn't totally right, especially with the defense giving up that many rushing yards early on, a lot of missed tackles. But I'm like, hey, we're up. I think we were up like at that point 20-something, 24 points. And the second half was atrocious. Yeah, we were up 24 points at that time. Going in half, we scored 3 points. 3 points going into the second half. Guess what we did yesterday? 3 points in the second half. Same thing. The same thing. Flat. But this game was different because we didn't get off to a decent start. We weren't ahead like we were against Green Bay going in half, right? We weren't dominating. So we the same as bullshit mistakes that we made against Green Bay last week in the second half. It was a little bit too late, right? The Packers didn't have enough firepower in offense to get points. And the game was over. And it was a sloppy game. And I thought we would correct that. I did. I thought we were like, all right, we got that out of the way. But just like last season, we did not. Because guess what happened last season? You all remember. We went to Jacksonville. And we put up 6 points. And we lost 9-6. And an embarrassing loss. This loss isn't embarrassing. Because the Jets are a decent team. The Jets are a scrappy team. They are a scrappy team. I will not take that away from them. They got a very good D-line. They got some young cornerbacks. Sauce Gardner is going to be really good in this league. Right? They got a pretty good coach. I'm not going to lie. Quarterback, I don't really trust them. But that's not my team. I'm not going to really comment too much on Zach Wilson, but he's not the reason why they won that game yesterday. It's not the reason why. And if you're watching this, you're a Jets fan, and you want to comment on that, then go ahead. But I don't feel like he was the reason why. Your running back was a huge reason. Michael Carter played really, really good in that game. Was it great? No. He had under 100 yards, right? Running. But he ran tough, right? He was a drive killer, right? Y'all ran and ran and ran. Y'all did the same thing Green Bay did last week to us. And I believe they brought that up in the game. I believe the coordinator for the Jets is brothers with the coordinator from the Packers, or the coach or something like that. And they used the same thing, man. They copycatted what Green Bay did. They saw the film and they took advantage of it. And the Bills had no answer. And that lies on Leslie Frazier. That also lies on the players. Let's be real. Leslie Frazier can't go out there and make tackles. Missed tackles is not Leslie Frazier's job, right? That's the players. Leslie Frazier cannot make them tackle correctly. Now they can get them on the field this week on practice and have them do tackling drills, sure, which I hope they do, because it's been atrocious the last 2 weeks. Pitiful. You got running backs locked up in the backfield, receivers, -5 yards are getting +3. With 2 or 3 Buffalo Bills defenders on them. How is that? Why is that? Unexcusable. Come on now. We're better than that. We are better than that. In the last 2 weeks, I don't understand. We're not wrapping up on tackles, right? We're hitting these like boomstick type shoulder tackles. Not going to work, man. It's not going to work. Y'all see that, right? They're bouncing right off you and getting positive yards. Wrap them up. That has to be fixed, and that can be fixed. That's just tackling 101, right? They got to get back to the basics. Stop with that trying to lay the big hit. It's not working anymore. Wrap them up, okay? But yeah, Michael Carter ran really good on us. So anyways, back to that. So offensive struggles last 2 weeks. What's going on? The offense lost themselves? The bye week really did that much damage to the offense in total? Listen, here's the deal. Defenses are now really starting to bring the heat versus Josh Allen. They really are. Going back to that Dolphin game. And because the offensive line has played so poorly, they're getting to Josh Allen. They're batting the passes down. They're sacking him. They're getting him out of the pocket. They're making him uncomfortable. And it just seems like, and listen, I love Ken Dorsey, but it seems like almost like he has no answer when it comes down to teams bringing pressure towards Josh Allen. And what do you got to do to fix that, right? Because I don't think the offensive line at this point, like I said before, I don't know if they are who they are. So what do you got to do? You got to bring a tight end back to block. You got to bring Dawson Knox now to block, an extra blocker, another running back, Gilliam. You got to do something. You cannot let Allen just get beat up back there. Got to give him some time, man. Also, some screen passes would be helpful, right? And hopefully that listen, when Hines gets going with the playbook, right, gets familiar with the playbook, I really think he could be a good weapon when it comes to screen passes when teams come for the blitz or just quick outs to him. And I love Devin Singletary, but Devin Singletary doesn't have that speed like Hines does, and Hines could really pick up some real big chunk yards. The problem with Singletary is he just doesn't have that elite speed. And you know, it wouldn't be a big play. It's still better than a sack, right? Or batted ball, or Josh Allen running for his life, because that's what he's been doing. But that has to be corrected. And that's on Dorsey. Dorsey has to figure that out. Also, the receivers. once again, what is going on with Gabriel Davis? Listen, I'm gonna take Stephon Diggs out of this because Stephon Diggs has been getting pretty much 100 yards every game. Like, he's been fine. I mean, the second half, he was kind of a no show against the Jets in a way. Made a phenomenal catch at the end, though, Deion Dawkins. But anyways, I'm going to talk about the other guys. Let's talk about Gabriel Davis. Where you been, bro? Where you been, man? Matter of fact, that last play of the game hit you right here in the chest, bro. And I know it was, listen, I know Sauce guarded him good there. Sauce kind of got away with a little pass interference a little bit, but I'm not gonna listen. It was close. I kind of feel like he had his left arm on his back there a little bit. Kind of feel like that could have been a pass interference, but it could have gone. I understand the no call as well. But either way, the ball still hits you in the chest, bro. You got to make that play. You want to be considered one of the best receivers in the game, right? Or you want to get there. At least you want to get to that level. You want to be a number 2, right? Like, and maybe even a number 1 in the future. If not on this team, maybe another team. But listen, big time receivers make big time plays, make big time catches, right? And this game, bro, in the last 2 weeks, you've been a no-show. And I'm not saying you can't do it because I know you can. We all know you can. We saw it against the Chiefs. We've seen it multiple times. We saw it against the Colts in the playoff game in 2020 when you were making unbelievable catches, toe drags. We know you're capable. But the last 2 weeks, I feel like I don't know what the hell's going on with you. I feel like Green Bay got in your head, and I don't know what happened this week, but you weren't Gabe Davis. You weren't the Gabe Davis I know that I've seen ball out. Got to fix that, bro. Got to look in the mirror there. Dawson Knox, man, I feel bad talking about him because he's gone through so much. Brother passed away. Injuries, dealing with injuries early on in the season. Probably still dealing with a foot, something with his foot. But once again, can't do that. Can't keep making excuses for him, man. We gave you a big contract. We paid you. Got to show up, bro. Got to show up. And it hasn't been there. And is that on Dorsey as well? Very possible. Very possible. Very, very possible. Isaiah McKenzie, who I was all for signing, by the way. But I thought he was going to be more of a gadget type receiver because we had Crowder initially before the injury, who I felt comfortable in the slot position. A veteran, been there, done that, had some good season with the Jets. And I was like, okay, I still like McKenzie on the team. I didn't mind to sign him because he knows this offense well, right? Him and Josh have a bit of a connection there as well, right? Josh trusts him at times. Does a lot of good motions, sweeps. Like he can make a big play here and there on a deep ball. And that's what I was expecting this season. But when Crowder got hurt early in camp and McKenzie was having a good camp, they automatically put McKenzie at slot. And I was like, okay. And it just has not been good. It has not been good at all. So either McKenzie needs this is not for McKenzie, meaning this is not his role as a slot. He's just who he is. Or he needs to really start balling out and getting better. But I am all for Khalil Shakir getting the opportunity to start at the slot position. I understand he's a rookie. Totally get it. Right? Totally understand that. But when he's come into the game, when we needed him, he's played very well. He's made some big catches. And the moment didn't seem too big for him, right? And the game didn't seem too fast, right? Just saying. I think right now we should think about giving this guy an opportunity to start. And I don't know if it's a trust thing because he's a rookie. Like I said, I don't know if they just really feel McKenzie can get going. I don't know. But It ain't working right now with McKenzie. It's just not in the slot. And you cannot just rely on one receiver the whole game with Stephon Diggs, because those two guys we really need, which is Gabe Davis and Dawson Knox. McKenzie, we need him, but I just don't think he's our slot guy, guys. I hate to say it. I wanted it to work out. I did. And that's the whole reason why that I came on here in the offseason. I've been saying it, that OBJ would be a very good signing if he was willing to come here on a decent deal, right? Just rent him out, because he's way better than McKenzie, okay? And you see what happens when Gabe Davis goes quiet. And you see that Josh Allen has a tough time finding receivers. Yesterday, nobody could get open, it seemed like. Everybody was having a tough time breaking loose out of coverage. It just seemed like, even Stephon Diggs at time, right? Josh Allen could not find anybody. And yeah, that's a problem, right? That is a problem. So OBJ would definitely help that out, guys, right? And I just really feel like if you're going to do it, Brandon Beane, you should do it soon. And the reason why I say that is because you sign him now, get it over with, get him in that locker room, get him familiar with the playbook, get him familiar with Ken Dorsey's system, right? Get him familiar with Sean McDermott, right? The Buffalo way. This way, when he gets on the field in December sometime, he's ready to go. He knows the playbook. He's familiar with Josh, right? He's been practicing with Josh, right? You sign him in December, right? You cannot expect this guy to just come in right away and know the playbook like that and be effective. Not going to work that way. So if you're going to do it, I would really highly suggest you do it soon, because we're going to need him. I'm going to tell you that right now. We will need him. He will be important if we have him. Now, if we don't sign him, I'm not saying, oh my God, we won't win the Super Bowl. We won't go in the play. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying having a player like OBJ can really put us over a big hurdle we're having right now, which is certain players not stepping up. Isaiah McKenzie, definitely not stepping up. Gabriel Davis, hit or miss, seems like. Dawson Knox, even though he's a tight end, he was still a playmaker last season. I believe he was tied with 8 touchdowns for tight ends for the lead with Kelsey, I believe. So, and he only has 2 this season. I think he only has like 160 total yards on offense. Not good. Not good. Those numbers need to pick up. Also, listen, I understand the offensive line is run blocking is bad, but Dorsey gotta run Devin Singletary more than 8 times. He is your lead back right now. He is a decent back. I'm not saying he's great, but he's pretty good. Got to give him at least 15 carries, man. No more excuses. Zach Moss is gone, man. Right? You know he's capable of doing it. Got to give him some more carries, man. You got to. That opens up the play action so much better. Let's get to the defense real quick. Defense struggles in the last 2 weeks. 2 things. Tackling. Terrible. Unacceptable. Bad tackling. That is unacceptable by these players. These aren't rooks, right? These are all vets for the most part. Ed Oliver's been here now, 3 seasons? Come on, bro. Come on now. Greg Rousseau, 2nd year. AJ Epinesa, right? 3rd year. Von Miller, been doing this forever, right? Edmonds, been here since 2018. Can't miss tackles, man. Can't do it. They're gashing us on the run. Big first downs, chewing the clock. What happened to the first 6 weeks when we were dominating running backs, right? What happened? I don't know. They got to get back to the practice field. They got to start taking shit serious. And I'm serious about that. Listen, I love watching our players go on Pat McAfee show. And, Kyle Brandt, Josh Allen has his Kyle Brandt show every week. And I like it because it's entertaining, right? Jordan Poyer doing his thing. Deion Dawkins has his own podcast, right? But listen, is it taking away from football? I mean, I don't want to think that, but at the same time, it's like this is the most I've seen a Buffalo Bills team, players at least, do have their own shows or podcasts or every week. And is that interfering with their mindset of the game? I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe they need to really start concentrating on football a little bit more. And maybe I'm wrong with that statement. I don't know. But got to get back on that practice field, guys. Got to start taking shit serious. Got to really start taking things serious now. Because you guys said it, not us, that every game is like the most important game. That you don't even know your next opponent. You don't even know who your next opponent is. All you know is this opponent right now. I mean, that's what y'all preaching, right? That every game's an important game. You're not looking past anybody. But it hasn't seemed that way the past 2 games. I got to be honest. It has not seemed that way. Where's that mentality at? Where is that mentality that you had from the start of the season for the first 6 games where you were taking every game serious? And when you had that mindset, it doesn't seem like it's there the last 2 weeks. I'm going to be real with you. It seems like you lost that somewhere in the bye week, including the coaching staff, including Ken Dorsey, including Leslie Frazier, including Sean McDermott, all the coaches, all of them. Got to fix that shit. And speaking of Leslie Frazier, I always say, I listen, I love Leslie Frazier. I do. I think he deserves to be a head coach. However, he reminds me a lot like Dable, and where he gets stuck in his ways as a defensive coordinator, and he's playing this zone defense constantly, and teams are now gashing us 2 weeks in a row on the run. There comes a time where you got to switch shit up, bro. If you looked at Zach Wilson yesterday under pressure, which he didn't bring much, his stats were terrible, awful. Even had a fumble, turnover. When he wasn't under pressure, stats were pretty good. They weren't great, but they were pretty good. Why weren't you bringing more pressure? He has no receivers. He really has no receivers. I'm telling you. Why weren't you bringing more pressure? Why? Why weren't you putting more linebackers down, especially when they were running it? Why? Why were you stuck on that soft-ass zone? Why are you playing cushion-ass zone on the receivers who were constantly getting 5 yards, 7-yard passes all game? All game. Giving them what? Bro, cushion city for the receivers. Easy-ass passes for Zach Wilson to make. Easy. That's on the coach. That is 100% on the coach. Can't be doing that, bro. Like I said, the tackling's one thing. That's on the players. Leslie Frazier can't go in there and make the tackle. But you can sure as hell switch up your defensive play calling. You can do that. You know that. Come on now. What are you worried about Zach Wilson for? What are you worried about the deep threat? What are you doing? You can't play that same zone defense every game, bro. You can't do it. You play it on certain games. I get it, right? I totally understand it. The Dolphins, for instance. I get it. I get it. Right? They got speed burners. They will kill you going deep. You don't want to give up that big play because they won't make it happen. I totally understand that. But the Jets, bro, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Bring that heat, man. Bring that pressure, bro. Stop with that, man. Like, I don't get it. Some games I don't understand why he gets stuck in his ways. And that goes to Sean McDermott, too. Sean McDermott, you're a defensive coach, bro. You took over play calling, actually, from Leslie Frazier a few times, a couple seasons ago. You're telling me he has no say and what the defense is doing? Of course he does. He's a defensive coach. So that's on McDermott as well, guys. Got to blame the head coach, too. Don't just keep pointing the finger at Frazier. McDermott's a defensive coach, bro. Same shit. Same shit. Let's get to special teams real quick. Tyler Bass. 55-yard field goal. Listen, I know it's long, but that's not crazy long. Kickers now are kicking at 60 easy. There was no wind yesterday. They showed the flag post. The flags weren't moving any bit. Easy field goal to make, in my opinion, for a good kicker. And he totally missed it. Totally missed it. Which hurt us, by the way, in that game. Look at the final score. We lost by 3. Then he kicks it off after I believe we scored a touchdown or a field goal. I'm not sure. Kicked it out of bounds. Gave it to him at the 40-yard line. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? That's so unacceptable, bro. How are you kicking? And he's done it twice this season. Kicked it out of bounds. And beautiful, by the way, beautiful condition. No reason to kick it. What are you doing? Like right there, honestly, guys, when that happened, I'm like, in my mind, I thought the game was over. It was weird because it's like you can kind of see it. Like when things like that happen, you can kind of feel like something's wrong with the team. Like stupid, dumb plays like that. Yeah, guys. So listen. I want to hit the panic button. This is a wake-up call. 100% a wake-up call. We are 6-2. We are still number 1 in the AFC East right now. We are still the best team in the AFC if the playoffs started today. Don't get too worked up, Bills Mafia. Because yesterday, boy, oh boy, I was hearing a lot of Josh Allen, sucks. And saying, this is what he does, blah, blah, blah. Like, Josh Allen does not suck, guys. Stop. Whoever was saying that's a ridiculous comment to make. You know it. Because you're the first guy, you're the first fan that's jumping out of a seat when he's hurdling players, when he's going off in games, when he can't be stopped. Every great player, or every player in general, they're going to have a bad game here and there. But even the great ones, even Tom Brady lost Super Bowls to the Giants, games that he should have won. The Patriots are a better team against the Giants both times, and they lost. It happens. All right? It happens, guys. And this is the regular season, and it's okay. Got a lot of games to go. A lot. We're 6-2, played 8 games. Right? Got a lot of games left. Got to fix this shit. The only thing I'm concerned about that can't be fixed at this time is the offensive line. It's the only thing that we have multiple Band-Aids on. Can't be fixed. But they could look at themselves in the mirror and say, we got to play better. And hopefully they get to average offensive line blocking. I don't know. Other than that, guys, just relax, man. Relax. This is a wake-up call. And if you don't think the players and coaches were pissed off about how they played the last 2 weeks, then you're wrong. You're dead wrong. Because trust me, man, we have guys on here that want to win. They feel very, very highly of themselves. They know what they're capable of doing, especially our quarterback, Josh Allen. He's very tough on himself. They will get this fixed. Whatever issues going on with them, like Josh Allen and the stupid turnovers that he's been throwing the last 2 weeks, he will correct that. He will figure a way out. And I trust Ken Dorsey as well. I really do. I think Ken Dorsey will figure this out when it comes to the pressure that Josh Allen's been getting, that he's been under, and figure a way out to make it easier for Josh Allen to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker to guys, so we don't have Josh Allen back there getting sacked or running around for his life or making a bad decision because he has multiple guys in his face or his passes batted down, like all that stuff, right? I'm sure Ken Dorsey will figure a way to correct that when teams are bringing pressure against the Buffalo Bills. And Leslie Frazier, same thing. I really hope, because teams now are going to start taking what the Packers did and the Jets did, and they're going to really see if that is a weakness of the Buffalo Bills, which is the run. And they're going to continue to do it until we stop it. And once we stop it, then maybe teams will stop thinking that works against us. And then, they go back to trying to beat us on the pass. But right now, teams are controlling the clock, right? The Jets were just mashing us on the clock at times yesterday. And listen, at the end of the day, we still held them to 20 points, which is fine. But against a better team, that will bite us in the ass. So you got to fix that. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys watching this recording. I'm sorry I couldn't go live. And I won't be live Friday either, but Mikey will be on Friday Night Lights. So Mikey will be here at 8 o'clock Friday Night Lights on Mafia Sports Report. And anyways, guys, don't worry. Everything's going to be all right. Buffalo Bills are going to get back on track. I promise. Tommy promises. All right, guys. Bills Mafia #1. Go Bills. I'm out. Peace.